Hey peeps, Game of Drying here, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn and we got ourselves established last time, which was great, but we need to do a little bit more work here because we're short on lumber, big time, and it's going to be a little while before our maple here grows. Once this has grown, it'll keep us going for quite some time, but until then we need more wood. So what I'm going to do is just have a look at the extent of my forester, which comes to here, and I am going to plant from there some fast growing birch just for now, and we will move that later on, but that will hopefully get us some logs sooner rather than later. We've also got some wood up here we can access, so we can take a stair up there and extend our path up there and move our forester, our lumberjack. We can delete these posts now, lumberjack flags, and move our lumberjack up to this area. I can't imagine we're going to be doing much else up there for now, so we'll just put him there and tell him to take that wood. Okay. Where else? We have some wood being gathered here, so we're not completely out yet, but it's not looking great. We've got our carrots and our potatoes going. We've got our grill ready to process potatoes, but we have run out of storage room here. Have we got enough science points to unlock number 2? We have, so we're going to build a larger warehouse next to our first warehouse, and that will allow us to store even more goodies. And we're going to let that run for a moment, because once that's done we're then going to look at increasing our population, and we're going to do that by moving the houses up to this area here. Okay, I'll put it high speed and we'll let it run. Give it a moment. Okay, the lumberjacks have started up there. One thing we need is more planks. We're being locked by planks, so I'm going to build another lumber mill right next to the ones we've got, and that takes 50 power. This here takes 120, so we've got 220 power being used by this lot. This only provides 180, so we're going to add another water mill to another water wheel and give ourselves all the power we need. And they're not going to be able to build this, they're not going to be able to get to it, but what we can do is give them access to the water by building a set of stairs into the water, and then they'll be able to get wet and go for a swim and do what beavers do. I'm going to prioritise this and the water wheel, but we are about to hit a drought, so now might be a good time to hit the right button to come back to power and look at a windmill, which is 120. We have enough science points, so yeah, I'm going to get a windmill and I'm going to build 2 windmills there, maybe 3. We'll stick with 2 for now. 2 windmills, and we will feed into the back of this, and so that will give us power regardless of whether there is water or not, whether we're in a drought. Let's put these the right way. You get these nice little blue symbols showing where they connect to, which is quite convenient for putting things up. We'll need a 3-way there though, and the 3-way will need to go that way. Yep. And then a couple of straight through pieces, which will take us straight into the back of the mill. Okay, I'm going to put this on low priority for a second because I want these built first, and we might not be able to build it. We need to get one of these built before we run out of power, because otherwise we won't get the planks, and we need the planks to build it. We could build a hamster wheel, but I'd rather not. Although we haven't really got anyone unemployed at the moment. We could fit that there, and that would give us some extra power. But let's see if we can manage to get this built in time before this drought. I'm going to say we can't because we've got 0.3 of a day left, and well, nothing else is going to happen. It's now night time. So we're going to have to give this drought a run for its money, really. We're just going to have to wait it out. It's only a short one. It's a 3-dayer. That'll be fine. Some of this will be built by the time, the water wheel, for example, will be built by the time that's over, and we'll be able to continue. Let's hold for a moment. Okay, peeps. Our trees are starting to grow, our maple trees, which is great. We have a drought coming, but we're in good shape. So what we can do now is concentrate on increasing our workers, and the way to do that is to create some nice housing for them. And I'm going to skip this double lodge and head straight for this triple lodge. We have enough science points to do that. These sleep 9 inhabitants compared to the 3 that these sleep. So let's unlock that. Now these have a unique feature. I'm going to call it a unique feature. Entrance is on the second floor. I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to move my arrow, but leave it where it is so you can see. So the entrance to this is actually on the second floor, meaning we have to get some stairs and whatnot up there for them. So I have a plan for that, and I just need to position this carefully. I think that's where I want to position it. Yeah, I hope so. I'm going to position one there. Yes. Okay, and I'm going to put one on the back. Oh, we need to rotate around to see what we're doing here. One on the back. That's right, I've got the positioning right. And then on both sides we're going to make use of these single platforms, which also needs to be unlocked, but again we have the points for that. And from the centre I'm going to just drag out like so, and we're going to put a set of stairs that is going to go up to those, like so. No, you know what? I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna build more houses. We're gonna build more. We're gonna put another one there and another one there. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, making my mind up. And we will take that out like so, and like so, and they will need some steps to get up there. So we will put in some steps for our critters there and there, along with a nice path to connect it up. Now, even though we've got these platforms, they still can't access them until we put a path across the top platform. So we need to do that so that they can get in. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good, yeah. I'm going to unlock this second one as well. Am I going to unlock this second one as well? Because I want to actually give them access to the roof. Yeah, let's give this a go. I'm going to unlock all these platforms. They're going to come in useful for us. And I'm going to start with the 3, the 2, and the 1. I'm going to have to make them, yes, okay, we're going to have to move this path around here a little bit. In fact, we'll take this stair away, yes, and put a further one there. And we don't need this path out front at all. So I'll just get rid of this for now. And we'll put our stairs going up there and just adjust where this path is. Okay, why do I want a path going all the way up to the roof? Well, because we're going to give them some entertainment. We're going to give them a couple of chill out zones on the roof where they can party. Because, you know, beavers like to party. Why won't that connect? Oh, we've gone too far. Okay, my mistake. We didn't need that. Right. Emergency building removal. Let's just pause this for a second so things don't get built. And delete that. I was convinced in my head that that was 3 high. Not a problem. It's only 2 high. And yes, I do want to delete it. Please delete. So we're going to, let's put the path along the middle. We'll put another 2-tour there. And yeah, we'll just move all this along one. Can't really erase that. No, we'll leave it like that. That's fine. That's fine. No, leave it like that. Decisive, much. Yes. Okay, put that there. Delete these paths because they just look like a mess. And speed it up. We can let them build now. And I think that will be a nice little unit for our beavers. We could possibly put some entertainment out the front here. So let's get rid of that path. Are we able to fit in a fire pit just here? We are indeed. So we'll put a fire pit in there. We'll do something with this another time. We will worry about that then, but we will just complete our path there. And that gives us a nice unit. We'll mirror it on the other side, so I'll just tidy this up a little bit and get rid of that extra there. Okay, so as soon as that's built, we will be able to close down our little huts over here, which will give us more room for farmland. So let's give that a few minutes and let that continue. Okay folks, so we've got our lodgings built, which means we can switch these ones all off. I'm just going to pause them, and I'm pausing them just to make sure we don't end up with any homeless beavers. So no, we've switched those off. We've got no homeless, so that's good. We can go ahead now and destroy those. Thank you very much. They don't need them anymore. So we have 36 lodgings for our beavers, and we will now be able to increase our beaver count up to 36. And my intention is to have enough beavers to run the place, plus a few extra that may sort of be unemployed, because the older beavers die out. We haven't got a choice, we have to accept that. So I always want a few spares so they can take over as soon as that happens. So probably for this area we will end up mirroring this on the other side and having double that, having around about 60 beavers in this area. Now we've unlocked our little structure platform, we're going to just build a bridge over here, and I'm also going to turn this area into a forestry area and get more maple growing, which will sort out all our wood problem. So that's the next thing that I'm going to get building. Forestry person here, please, thank you. And I'm going to plug him in as close as I can to the water, just there, and then we'll plant as far as we can. This lot here, we're done with that now. We're going to mark that, get the right button, mark that to no longer plant trees there, and we will get them knocked down in due course. In fact, yeah, they are marked to be taken down. We'll get them taken down and we'll have our whole new section over here. I'm also going to, before we do all of that, clear this area of the existing lot of bushes, and that will happen as soon as this is built across. We're in a good place. We're going well. We're doing well here, but we're going to need another farm because food is going to be our next issue, I would have thought. We have room now to build more over here, and that is what we're going to do. We shall move some bits and bobs around. We don't need these fire pits anymore. They can go from here. Maybe we will pop one more up, you know, keep our beavers happy. Pop one here, maybe, and then pop one there, pointing the other way when we build this lot. So we'll have 3 fire pits in total. That'll be alright. We have an unemployed beaver. Good. We can put them to use. Oh, we've got this is built already. Okay, that was quick. They've been quicker than I anticipated. I'm just going to flood this area with maple. How far can we go? One away from the end of that path. The whole lot is going to be maple. Not over this side though. Didn't mean to do that. So we will disable that. Okay. The other thing that's going to become an issue with more beavers is water, and to counteract that we're going to unlock the large water tank. We have enough science points for that, and I'm just going to build a number of these up here, starting with one there. We put another 3 or so there as time goes by. Put a path in for that. Wonderful. I'm going to add in a new science so we can increase our science production. Where's the door? That way. And just sort these paths out a little bit so we can make room for a bit more farmland. And I think it's time that we looked at, let's do this here and here. I think it's time we looked at planting potatoes now. Put that path across there. How do we do this? We clear out most of this area. That's the way to go. Delete that and that. Yes, and that gives us a nice area. We'll build a second farmyard because why not? Put it on that side, and we will plant potatoes. And the reason we're going to plant potatoes now, we're upgrading to potatoes, is because when we cook potatoes we actually increase the yield quite significantly. This whole bit of land there is going to be potatoes. Wonderful. Yeah, we can create this grill house. So as you can see from this diagram, one potato and a tenth of a bit of wood, once cooked up, makes 4 potatoes. We've got a cooker already. We'll have more potatoes. That'll keep things going nicely and keep us in food until we can move forward to grain and get bread going. How are we doing? We've got 31, we're almost capped out. We've got 3 unemployed. We have this built, that's fantastic, which means we can start emptying these storage tanks. In fact, I'll empty this one up. We'll keep one down here. We'll get rid of these 2. The reason I'll keep one is because they tend to take water from an area they're passing. So it's quite useful for having little water tanks knocking around so that when they pass one, they can have a drink. So I'm going to put one there, and we'll fit one in there, maybe, or even over here. And our hauliers will be able to fill those up. Now, talking of hauliers, that is something we can do. We can grab a haulier. Where do they come under again? And a haulier basically allows us to hang on, haulier, builder's hut, holding post, there we are. Employ people to move stuff around, and as we get busier that's going to become more and more important. Now where this goes isn't so important because they just run around doing the job, so we're going to just find somewhere out of the way to put it and employ in there anyone who is unemployed. We can have, I believe, up to 10 in there, or is it 8? We shall have a look in a moment. It won't take too long to build this. And then we can also do the same with builders and employ more builders. But we shall wait until our food situation is a bit more stabilised before we increase the size of our population. And in fact, folks, I think that's where we'll leave it for this one. We have done what I wanted to do, which is basically increase the size of our population. Next time we will increase our size again, hopefully, and start looking at our first engineering project. And what I would like to try, and I don't know whether this is possible, but I would like to build a dam or something here to raise the area, raise this water, which should flood over here and into this area. Now it's going to flood straight down onto our land, and I don't want that. So what I want to do is see if, in line with this, if we build a wall up here somewhere, maybe like that, an L-shaped wall, and we might have to build one across here to stop the water flooding out this way. I think that will give us this area of greenery, which we can then use for farmland, which will be far more useful than the dead area. And I think that will then sustain a population that's good enough for us to then start, in the next episode after that, moving out and trying to find new resources in the world. So until then, thanks for watching. And this is what I mean by new resources, by the way. I think we'll be coming over here and starting the metal. So yeah, as I was saying, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to leave a like. It helps me out. And if you subscribe to keep in touch with what's going on. And I will see you in the next episode. Before we go, I'm just going to build, because I can see they're all thirsty, I'm going to build 2 more water towers. Yeah, which will solve this problem of them running out of water. We've got 4 unemployed at the moment, so there's enough people in there to do that. So by the time you come back, they'll be built. Everyone will be happy. Okay, folks, see you next time. Stay safe. Bye now.